Test, test, test. There we go. All right, we got second game coming up. I'm gonna leave the circle real quick, and I'll be right back. All right. So this will be interesting because I actually can't see the court from here, so I have to take a look at the video. Let me get the game started. All right, so time is correct. I am fixing the team names. Let's see, we got Prodigal Sons, and we got the dark team is Alekz and the homeschoolers. All right, that's updated. Time is good. All right. So yeah, here we are. We're live. Let's turn the volume down too on our mics just so it's not super loud. All right, so it's 2-0. And yeah, just let me know if you guys like this view better or not. And ultimately, it might not matter because I basically accidentally got access to the sound booth nest area. So here we are. But yeah, that was an interesting game last game. Tyler had 5. I was their sub. Zach got injured. And we played 5 for the rest of the game. So um, hopefully I have some gas for our game coming up next hour. If not, my team will be real mad at me. But oh, Steve with a tough shot misses Matthias with the rebound. Okay, so now we have a very clear view of most of the court except for the bottom left and right corners. So I guess honestly that's probably just how it's gonna be. The camera setup we got only has a certain amount of FOV, so we're gonna miss a few of the corner threes, but at least we'll see if they go in or not. Steve inbounds the ball to Craig. Craig puts up the contested 3 and he can't get it to go. Craig's shot's been a little off this season. He told me he hasn't been playing ball as much, so that might be contributing to his shooting. Let's see. I need to squeeze a second person in. How tall is this? All right. Oh, I have to go taller. Brent with the steal. So still 2-0. We got a pretty involved game right now. Um, I will be right back. There's someone outside. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. Had some one of the toilets is leaking, so I had to go check it out. But I got someone to do the scoreboard for me, so hopefully they're doing a good job. So trying to come back with a co-host at halftime. Jake swings the ball to Jess open. Ooh, dangerous pass. Steve's there? No, that's Juan. Steve taking the ball out. He looks like he might need a haircut soon. His hair is looking a little floppy. Someone put the ball up. I think I have to start looking at the screen because I honestly can only see like the back third of the court from my vantage point. Let's see. Let me see if I can scoot this back a little bit. Actually, I'm trying to scoot this back. All right. Now I can see half the court. Looks like Prodigal Sons and Luna have taken a timeout. Um, the Alekz and the homeschoolers team in dark jerseys, dark and red jerseys, um, have caught up. They're down by I think like 6 or 7. Now they're only down by 1. So they called the timeout to cool them off. You can't see them, but behind on stage is Aaron and Jackson watching the game before theirs. Aaron has a very tall team, so we're gonna see how we do next game. We're missing one of our star players in Rhino Moore, who is gone today. Not sure where, but Brandon makes his return, coming back from a foot injury. Looks like Ricky's getting some sound bites from people. Social media manager of JDI Sports. He can add that to his resume. All right. So we back from timeout. Jake hits a three. Jake is actually he's actually aggressive this season offensively. He's kind of took a step back for the last 2 3 seasons on the offensive end, but I think he's averaging like 15 points over 2 games, and he's hitting it from outside. So not only is he scoring a lot of points, he's scoring a lot of points from three. Michael subbing in his Heat jersey, number 14, Tyler Hero. We joked that the first time he came to our league, he actually had the same haircut that Tyler Hero had. So, all right, Brent converts the 3-point play. He's wearing a mouth guard that is, I think, usually used by football players. But he does play a very physical game, so it makes a lot of sense. Alekz, ooh, foul on Jacob. 14. Yep, Jacob. I don't know what kind of foul that was, but that was a foul on Jacob. All right, so it is a 1-point game. Jacob is crawling around the screen. Craig with the turnaround. Can't get it to go. Craig's still trying to find his stroke this season. Tyler leaking out to the corner. Great cut, and Euros around Jacob. Does not get the score. And it is white ball. Michael inbounds it to Craig. Craig's family's here to watch him today. So hopefully he gets it going so they have something to cheer for. Michael directing traffic, clears out for ISO on Craig. Takes it and pass the dishes to Craig. Craig gets the N1. We got some subs coming in. All right. 18-15 is the score. Toby and Tyler stacking up in the corner for no reason. Jacob with that quick release, can't get it to go. Brent wrestles the rebound away, can't get it to go, gets his offensive rebound, and after 3 tries, gets the score for his team. I don't know how he's talking with that mouth guard in. He is making it work. All I could see when I see Steve running around is his hair flopping around. Steve, you need a haircut, my friend. Jacob driving in. Oh, almost converts the hard layup, but I think his threw it a little too hard off the backboard. Andrew Henson, Justin's co-captain, has made his debut of the season. He sprained his ankle during our combine. Ooh, Craig with a nice left-handed layup. So he's gotten 2 baskets at least that I've seen. He might have, he might well have more. Tyler with a good pass to Toby. Toby banks it in off a runner from the free throw line. No man bun today, so I think maybe our comments about his man bun he didn't appreciate. Jacob, hard, dry, physical defense by Brent, and Jacob misses it, but they turn over on the other end. Justin and Matthias subbing in. Matthias, one of our league leaders in points this season. Let me see if I can get Jacob up here. I mean, not Jacob. Jackson. All right, so sent Jackson a text. We'll see if we can get him up here. Jackson Jackson has declined my invitation. He needs to mentally prepare for the game after. They swishes that lead through. Matias dribbling the ball, gets to Brent. Brent has Matias open in the corner, but just bullies it through. So 4-point game now. Michael drives it right. He picks the ball up. Caesar with the shot at the free throw line gets it. Doesn't get to go. Steve gets the rebound and gets fouled by Brent. Jacob puts the ball up, misses it. Michael with the rebound. Jacob throws it down. Caesar cannot get it to go or cannot gather the ball, but he does get the foul. Craig inbounding. Jacob with the fake off of his fakes his old teammate and friend out of his shoes, Justin, and gets the ball to go in. He looks like he's grimacing though, so maybe he landed wrong. Let's see. Craig with the rebound. Dribbling, hands it off to Jacob. Jacob passes it back to Craig. Steve with the mid range, and it's a little long. They're playing some full court, applying some full court pressure. Oh, and I don't know what happened. Craig is claiming he got fouled on that one. All right, so we got halftime. Welcome to my two viewers. I should have a second co-host coming up soon. And once I do, it'll be a lot more interesting than when it's just me by myself. If you guys have joined us before, let me know if you like this angle better. I can't actually do anything about it because this angle is very dependent on whether or not they leave the door open for me. This is a overhead sound booth of the church. And normally this door is locked, so I don't have access. But if you guys, oh look who it is! We got Jackson joining us after I sent him a Toby Maguire GIF. Is it GIF or GIF? Of me crying when he said he had to mentally prepare for our next game. Thanks for joining me, Jackson.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while since you've been behind the camera because your buddy Jacob has decided that he has other priorities.
Yeah.
We love you, Jacob. Come back to us.
Miss him. He texted me today, you play golf? I'm like, got a game today.
Is Sunday his golf day?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he just disliked the message. I'm like, well.
He disliked the message.
He disliked the message.
So not only was it just like he disliked it.
Yeah.
The gall of that man.
Yeah.
So Jacob leaves us for golf and potentially other things, and gets mad at his friend for committing to my league.
Exactly.
Yeah. Jacob, if you're one of our two viewers, I hope you hear it. We're not happy with you. We want you back. So Jackson, how do you feel about your team this season?
I feel pretty good. I like playing with Aaron, so that's fun.
Yeah.
I like playing with my dad. That's cool. He's out here. He likes it so far.
Yeah,
that's good.
And he said he played with us before.
Long time ago, like one of the early.
One seasons. Of the first, probably one of our first 3 seasons he was here.
Yeah.
Who did he say he was here with?
He played with Chad.
Chad
Foytik.
All right, okay. Because I recognized the names, I didn't make the connection that he was your dad. So, have you played with your dad in any other context, like competitively?
Not since I've been like 7th grade. We would go like to the gym a lot and play like pickup basketball there.
Yeah.
But not since like I was in high school or since I graduated. We played together.
Okay. So do you think you enjoy playing with him more, or does he enjoy playing with you more?
I like playing with him because I don't have to be the post as much.
Yeah.
He'll just take over.
And he got a block last week. I saw.
He surprisingly still got it.
Yeah, he got a block without jumping. And then also, I think he got the rebound afterwards.
I don't know if it would have helped if he jumped or not anyways, but.
Yeah, so, I mean, he's definitely one of the stronger guys in our league.
Yeah.
You actually have probably 3 of the the strongest people in our league.
Really?
Your dad, Aaron,
Marquise? Is that you're thinking of?
Marquise.
Mm.
And you, I mean, honestly, I think you are a lot stronger than a lot of people give you credit for.
Probably.
Especially when your knee is feeling healthy or your ankles are feeling healthy,
That's the
right?
problem.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the same with Aaron.
Mhm.
When his knees are feeling good, that's when he's really hard to guard. And then like so both of you,
Mhm.
if both of your lower bodies are feeling really good,
Right.
you guys play well both on both ends. So that's good. You're enjoying your team.
Yeah. I like playing with Jack. Jack's cool.
Yeah.
I like our two guards, playing Christian and
Josh. Yeah.
Josh went to Corona actually, where I went. So
Yeah. Also, did you go to school with him?
No, he graduated before I got there.
Oh, so he's older than you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's 5 years older.
At least 5. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting, because
And
he's
then-
Greg Ellingson's friend,
Really?
and I thought Greg is like only a year or two older than you.
I'm only 20.
He's 22 or 23.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's pretty young. I'm pretty sure Greg's pretty young. But anyway, okay, so you knew of Josh, so you get to play with him.
I played with his cousin.
His cousins. Okay.
Probably his cousin.
Okay.
I think so. Or family friend. One
Yeah,
of the two.
I mean you have a really balanced team. So
Yeah.
I gave Aaron a really hard time because 2 seasons ago, and I actually said this on stream our first week, but I didn't realize our mics weren't on, so none of it was captured. My whole segment with Aaron wasn't captured. But 2 seasons ago, he was drafting his team. His first 4 picks were all big guys. So it's him. I forgot who his coach. Oh, Victor. Then he picked up Ricky and Marquise. So he had, Victor's not big, but he plays like a big.
Mhm.
I was like, you need someone fast on your team,
Right.
right? And so he didn't really take into consideration the fact that there's a difference between youth and speed.
Yeah.
So he picked. Do you remember Dean Landeros?
Sounds right. Yeah.
Kind of like a stockier young kid.
Yeah.
And Jack. So Jack and Dean. And I'm not saying they're slow, but they're definitely not the fastest. And so he was telling me, I got speed. I got Jack and Dean. And come game time, that was his struggle. Is his fastest player probably was Jack or Aaron if Aaron was sprinting full speed.
They can't do it every time.
They can't because they're needed on one side of the ball. They can't play both ways. But this season, he did get a big guy. He got Marquise. He got you and your dad. But he also picked up Josh and Christian, who are 2 of the fastest guys in our league. So I think he built your team well this season. So I have high hopes for your team.
I like our other guy Anthony too.
Anthony
Plays hard.
He does play hard. He is also the youngest guy in our league. Yeah, he just turned 16, I think, last year. Yeah. Or but whatever it is, he's the youngest guy in our league. But his first sport is volleyball. Yes. So he's just really athletic. And I hear from Rhino that he is a really big trash talker.
Yes.
Have you noticed? Have you heard that?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you seen it affect the other team at all?
The team, not generally. It's not enough in like important like single play sports.
Right. Okay. But you have heard his.
Heard it.
Okay. Are you the type of player that responds to trash talk if it's directed at you?
Not generally.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Regardless of other people enjoy it or not.
Yeah. Some people do and some people don't.
I think it's kind of hard for some people. You already know I'm not going to take it seriously.
I think those are the people I like to trash talk because it's like it's not serious on either side. The people who do take it too seriously, I think it could go either way, right? They could blow up at you,
right?
Or
it
motivates them. So that could be like a what was it called? A two-sided, double-edged sword. Double-edged sword. But I think like Jacob is one of those guys. Like when he gets mad, he turns it on. He turns on the next gear. Other people, when they get mad, they play worse.
They try and shoot too much.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, that's a foul. I heard that from up here. So, do you like this angle right here, Jackson? Just kind of more bird's eye.
For looking at it.
Okay.
I like the overhead for like because like defensively it's a lot easier to look at things.
Yeah.
Especially like if you're like reviewing it for like information and stuff.
Yeah.
I think casually probably fine as well because you can see everything.
Yeah, we're still missing the corners. So when we're on the other side, we miss these two corners up here, and then when we're on up here, we're missing these two corners. So either way, we're gonna miss those corner threes on the opposite end.
Down angles.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and I get to move our faces to the middle, covering the stage because there's nothing going on there. Yep. So you played. This is our third week. The first two teams, you lost your first game, you won your second game. Which team do you think is the highest chance to win it this season, based on just the first 2 weeks you've seen so far?
The first 2 weeks, I think we were playing tonight with Ricky's team, and
yes,
he looks really good from the first week. He wasn't here last week.
He was not.
So based on the single game selection, someone plays really good week when they get hurt.
Yep. And that's what happened. He played really good. Then he hurt his foot at work, so he was gone. He was actually supposed to be gone for 2 weeks, but he made it back today. Yeah, so he's kind of doing an Andrew. Andrew probably should have taken this week off, but he just wanted to be on the court. But I don't know if you saw his injury our draft day. He sprained his ankle pretty bad. And yeah, so it was bruised for a week and a half. And he said it's still very tender, so he's taking it easy today. I don't know what sort of shape Brandon is in, but yeah, so that's gonna be interesting. We also don't have Rhino today.
Okay, so that's why.
So
team like in the teams, I think Brandon's probably the best team, but the things he can do will have this.
Yeah.
Speed and I think it's passing.
And also just his how active he is on defense. There are very few people in our league that are that active on defense and are effective at it. There's a lot of people who play really hard on defense, but they're not really doing anything. But he impacts the game very hard. Like him, Tyler Burns, and like Zach, I think are three top irritants on defense.
Consistent always.
Yeah. But honestly, I think if I were to extend to the top 5 defenders, I think you're one of our top 5 defenders in our league because you can guard 1 through 5. Usually.
Last week or the first week, I was getting cooked by everybody.
That wasn't your fault. I think the other team just couldn't miss.
That was part of it.
Yeah, like you were, because you guys were playing.
I was
Brandon's team. Tyler. Yeah. Tyler and Brandon. Yeah. And honestly, I mean, I don't know if you were here for the first game. You were not. So I had to sub in for Tyler. Tyler had 5, and then one of their 5 got injured. It was Zach. So it was just I was part of the now remaining 5. But Colin was shooting above 60%. Jeff made I think 3 or 4 threes. Tyler was obviously making the normal amount. So it was like they won by I think 16, 17 points, playing with 5, and they played against Matt Holmes' team, the Homies.
Good name.
Yes, I wish they would have went with the Homies, right? But they went with the Homies. But I mean that's not a bad team. They have Ryan. They have the whole team. But yeah, they lost by I think they have Tim too. Tim and Ryan are I would say their main contributors on offense, and they just couldn't make it. And Tyler's team was making everything. Sometimes that's just how it goes. So tonight, same thing. Because you guys have a lot of good shooters. I know that Josh hasn't gotten it going. Christian was on the first game, off the second game. I think same with you. You were on the first game, off the second game, or was it reverse?
I think more on the first game.
Yeah. Like you looked better one of the games. I just don't remember. Yeah. So like again, I think it's just in our league. We as a league we shoot 30%. So, you know, the shooting percentage isn't great. Although, like I said, Jacobs, you weren't here, but I was saying Jacobs picked up the offensive intensity this season.
He doesn't want to get second place
again. I guess not, but he's hitting from outside.
It's important.
Yeah, so that's something he normally doesn't do at a high rate. Matthias has been scoring like I think over 25 points a game. So they might bring our average up a little bit. And Aaron's been on this season as well. Like he's been driving it in. I don't think he's been actually making that much from outside, but like he was like 80% one of the games from inside. Yeah. And he didn't miss a free throw either. He was getting fouled. He was getting to the line, so he scored like 20, 25 points with only like a hand, like not even a handful of threes.
I don't think he's made many threes all year.
He has not.
He starts making threes, it gets scary for.
It does. It does. But honestly, as someone who has to, usually I'm the one taking a lot of body contact. I would rather Aaron take a three because when he goes in, he knows how to use his body. And I'm not super big, but I know how to use my center of gravity usually. I can't use it against him
There's too much.
because he like I said, he knows how to use his weight. There are very few people in this league that can throw me around, and Aaron is one of them. Josh Dagonia is another one. I don't know if you know Josh, but he is like, again, he's not super big, but I can't move that guy. Have you had to guard him before?
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, he's very hard to move. And I didn't play against your dad that often, but he was pretty sturdy too. The one time I ran into him, so you guys have a lot of just good size and weight on your side. So the only thing we got going is we might be able to jump higher than you in Brandon. If Rhino was here, yeah, Rhino was here, he'd be able to jump higher. But again, he's not here today. We lose a lot of athleticism. We lose a lot of speed. We lose a lot of defense. So hopefully for those cheering for us, we make up for it on the all other aspects because we're missing. I think we're missing Eric Kennedy as well. You know who he is? Bearded dude.
Yeah.
So he's the shortest guy on our team, but he actually does a really good job boxing out. Yeah. Really underrated skill set, especially in our league. Not a lot of people box out.
That's where you get a lot of like free rebounds.
Yes.
Putting the body on somebody.
Yeah. All right, so just to kind of get back to the game a little bit, the Alekz and the homeschoolers are actually up by 7. They were trailing the entire game, and they went up, I think, like at the 12 or 13-minute mark, and now they have a pretty comfortable lead at 7 points. I'm not sure who's scoring all their points. I'm assuming Matthias, because Matthias likes to shoot threes, and they've been giving him the green light to shoot. And I think it's possible that the Prodigal Sons and Luna have just gotten cold because, like I was telling you, Jacob has been hitting a lot from outside, but in past seasons that was actually his the weakest part of his game. So he might be regressing.
Back to the old version.
He might be regressing. It's not bad, yeah. But just in terms of his outside shooting, yeah. But I mean, I think his team is pretty balanced too because he has Alekz and Brent on the inside. He has Matthias, Tyler, and Andrew when he's healthy on the outside. Oh, actually, no, I'm talking about the other team. Jacob's team has Steve, Michael, Caesar, Juan, Jessica, Luna, and I think they're missing. Oh, Kai. Kai's not here today.
I love Steve. He's so fun to play with. Sneaky, like fine plays, like getting a good spot on some defense too.
Yeah, I like. Yeah. I think your game and his game mesh really well. So that's probably adds to why you like playing with him.
Probably helpful.
Because he's willing to move to open spots where a lot of people want to go to their spots and stay there. But he's talked to me like what he likes to do is he likes to move to what we call the soft spots in the defense. And so he's moving, which allows, especially you, if you want to drive, it gives you room to operate, or if you want to drive and kick, he's in a spot that's open that you can easily find him. So I think that's, again, another really undervalued trait, especially for our league, like the skill level of our league. You don't see a lot of people doing that.
Hoping to get something.
Yeah.
But that's the easiest thing. Finish spot, wait for someone to drive.
I mean, especially if you get older.
I'm not even old. You feel
Well, you've told me you have the joints of a 50-year-old. Yeah. See, that's Matthias is drained the three. Like he took a couple seasons off, and honestly, like the 2 seasons he played before he took some time off, he was missing a lot, and it was partially because his teams didn't let him get warm. He's like a rhythm shooter, so once he gets in, he has to get into the flow of the game. Yeah, but his teams never gave him a lot of run. But in this team, he has the green light, and he's rewarding them for it. The back-to-back threes. Now they're up by 11, so they were down. I think they were down by 9, and now they're up by 11. So that's a yeah. Yeah, it's 4 minutes left. 4 minutes 12 seconds. So they got they got 2 people on the bench and they're louder than the entire gym. I don't know if you guys can hear that from up here.
it's important. The bench decided.
That's not you though, right? You're more kind of reserved usually.
Well, if I'm on the bench, I'm usually super talented, so they're drinking water.
Yeah, yeah. Like I love when that person is on my team. I can't be that person though. Yeah, mainly because I'm talking the whole time anyway. Does that kind of help motivate you when you have people like that on your team? Like the screaming? Yeah.
I think it's like you don't notice it, but it just like subconsciously it
Yeah.
makes you feel more excited.
Yeah.
And, like people are supporting you, especially people on the bench. Are like you make mistakes, they're like, "Don't worry about it," or like pick you up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know too many people in our league that are not that. Either they'll stay silent or they'll encourage you, right?
Not many like don't take that shot.
Yeah, although I guess last week during the last game I was doing stats with Rhino and his sister Mel. Rhino decided to take a Red Bull after the game and I think it hit him. So he was kind of trashing both sides. And I think Josh Lipensky took a shot and airballed it. And so Rhino made a comment, and Matt told me after the game that Josh was telling him that he thought he heard Matt say, "Take smarter shots," and so he was telling Matt that that wasn't helpful, and Matt was like, "I'm pretty sure I didn't say that." So so Rhino was got in Josh's head without meaning to.
The scoring table's a little concerning.
I mean, he was
Both ways.
yeah, I was there. He was doing it to both sides, so it was equal opportunity calling people out.
In which case, perfect.
Yeah, so there was no bias, and like I said, it was on stream, so you guys can watch it and tell me if I'm wrong. But yeah, so now it's a 14-point lead. Jacob looks a little tired. Craig looks a little tired. Caesar looks like he still has some energy. Juan has some camo leggings. Um,
Can't even see his legs.
yeah, you're right. But I think the age is creeping up to them. The age on Jacob's team versus the youth on Justin's team. Justin being one of the older, he might be the oldest guy on his team. He's 32, I think, or 33, and everyone else is under 25.
I
So
think it is
yeah,
because the older the player is, stronger usually. The shots they take.
yeah,
The younger they are, the faster, but you lose a lot of that experience
yeah,
just of playing.
yeah. But in Justin's case, if you're hitting shots, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, doesn't matter. Like, I mean, Matisse is actually dribbling quite a lot, and that was something Rhino called out. Is Matthias is not known for his dribbling, but he was able to keep the ball in play. Jacob launches that ball down. I think that was Caesar who converted it, or was that Craig? One of them. Yeah, it's hard to see from up here, so I have to watch this. Yeah, yeah. So, oh, Tyler dribbles it off his.
Want to do like a personal ankles,
Yeah,
but it's just so much easier than the normal dribbling. Especially dribbling so much,
yeah,
to just be played with it.
yeah. And I think it's also like most people aren't spending time practicing,
No.
which a lot of those NBA players spend a lot of time practicing dribbling. You don't think about it.
Right. You watch someone do a cool dribble, you want
Yeah.
to do it.
Yeah.
But they've been doing it for months.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm just trying to the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, I got a crossover. That's about all I got.
If it works, that's
Yeah.
that's
I mean, Tyler Burns, all he's got a jab step, and he clears so much space out.
Because I'm not quite decent enough to like
React.
If he did, it wasn't a jab step.
Yeah.
I couldn't get back.
Yeah.
So I have to kind of bite on it a little bit.
Yeah. Well, Jackson, I know you usually like to stretch, so I'll let you get to it. We have 45 seconds left. I don't think the game is going to go very, respectfully, but I'll let you get going. I appreciate you taking the time to spend up here with me, and then I'll see you on the court in a few minutes. Thanks, Jackson. All right, and for the stream, we will be concluding this game, and I'll be starting the next, but I don't think we'll be having anyone host the last game, so you guys will be having a empty stream. I will leave the mic on just so you guys get to hear the ambient court noises if you guys like that. We have game 3 coming up. It will be the Couch Potatoes versus who's the team we're playing against? Boats and Bros. Boats and Bros versus Couch Potatoes. And that is the conclusion of our game. The score is 48-62. And we will be right back with our last game of the